welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Well, Singy, today's starter has really struggled of late. He's been missing his spots, and hitters are taking advantage.
Boog, and when you're in a slump like this, every little thing feels like it's going against you. He'll look to settle in early and hopefully find that spark again.
Back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll here, and towing the slab here, Grayson Rodriguez.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Steven Kwan leading things off and takes a strike. Way out front for strike 2.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got him. And there's one down.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
So in now for Cleveland, Will Brennan. Yeah, that's fouled off. Brennan, 27 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Next offering is in for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Pitch misses there, and the count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Guardians go down in order. Orioles due up in the first, no score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Baltimore, and today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What's the word on him?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Smoked on the ground to second. Tosses to first. One up, one down. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Cedric Mullins.
Well, he's been incredible recently, Boog. Last month, his on-base percentage was over 500. It's just ridiculous, man. I don't think my on-base percentage was ever 500 in a month. This guy's so disciplined as a hitter. It leads him to finding good pitches to hit, and he's got the patience to just take a walk as well.
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. And, man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Kwan flashes the leather on the run and catch. The relay throw.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Strike on the inside corner. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That is the inning. And the Orioles leave one. Scoreless after one. Back now at Oriole Park, and now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Rodriguez back to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Oh, 0-2 now. And there's a ball.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Next offering misses. It's 2-2.
Two strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
David Fry digs in for the Guardians. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Ball one there.
One ball, one strike. That's the ball. 2-1.
That one's in there, and that is strike two. That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Bo Naylor at the plate now, looking for better results than last night. He went 0 for 4. Fry leads off first with 1 away. Next offering is fouled back. And a pitch. Up and in, and it's 2-1.
Ball hard.
Swing and a foul out of play. Second inning here, no score. And a 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
2 on, 1 out. Now it's going to be Daniel Schneemann.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Fouled off. He was late.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
That one misses. 1-1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Next pitch is outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2-2.
Two on, 1 out.
3-2.
Gabriel Arias in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Sizzling on its way to the outfield. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
So bases loaded with 1 away. And now it's going to be Gabriel Arias. First pitch misses. And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Good hitters count the 2-0. That's inside.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
They obviously were in a pretty great spot to take the lead right there with the bases loaded, and I'll say that was a good, patient at bat to draw the walk, and you know what? Still counts as an RBI.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner around third. He's He's safe, and they clear the bases.
Man, that's a huge 3 RBI double in a spot where they really needed it. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
One out, runner at second. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Caught looking his first time up. That one inside, look out.
1-0.
Still only one out here in the inning.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game. Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Right through there for a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. Mullins on his horse. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Will Brennan.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan. He's 0 for 1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that should be extra bases. In comes the run from third. It's 5-0. Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. Grayson Rodriguez departs, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Charlie Morton.
Number 50.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Jose Ramirez. And foul ball. Breaking ball misses down and away. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Albert Suarez up and loosening in the pen. On a strike. The pitch. Left field way back there. A dive, and he can't haul it in. The run comes in from second. It's 6-0.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Man at second here with 2 away. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. Struck out swinging his first time. On a line out towards center. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Ramirez in to score. It's 7-0. Relay to third. The tag out. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Guardians 7 and the Orioles nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. That's off the inside corner. 1-0.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And there's the automatic. That one pushed foul. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Got a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Colton Cowser in the box now. No balls and a strike. Way high. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. That's the first cutter we've seen today, and it was effective. And now Kobe Mayo, homered last night, added another hit as well.
He's quickly adjusted to major league pitching, and it looks like he's only going to get better. There's a reason he's rated so high as a prospect, and so far, he looks like he could be the real deal.
He swings and fouls one off. And it's even up. And there's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Adley Rutschman up now. He didn't just play baseball while at Oregon State, Zingy. Adley was also on the football team.
Yeah, that's right. Adley was a place kicker his freshman year, averaged 60 yards per kick, and we've all seen the highlight of him tackling Christian McCaffrey. Not an easy feat.
20 touchbacks, too. Not bad. Runner on the go. Throw, safe. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Foul ball still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Out there to center, and it drops in. The run comes in to score from second. It's an RBI single, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Jorge Mateo stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that's off the inside edge, and it's 2-0. And a foul ball. Rutschman off of first with 2 away. And that misses. And now 3-1.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. gets in there. 0-2 now.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Here comes Rutschman around third. Relay throw home.
He's in there.
Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 7-2. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And that one is inside ball 1.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Out to short, Freeman. On to first. They limit the damage here. So 2 runs on 2 base hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We played 2 full. It's the Guardians 7 and the Orioles 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the Guardians DH, David Fry. And he grounds one to the right side. O'Hearn takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Bo Naylor worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now, Daniel Schneemann. That one pushed to the left and foul. And that drops in for a strike. And ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Throw, and it gets away. But no one moves up as it's backed up nicely there.
Now batting, second baseman.
First and second, 1 out. Arias, the next to hit. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Two on, 1 out. There's a strike. Well, Siggy here in Baltimore, and crab cakes. We need to get our hands on some crab cakes. You think we'll get someone to maybe run down for us and grab a few?
Absolutely. It's got to happen. Maryland crab cakes, the best. And you talk about the seasoning. Nobody does it better than the people here in the city of Baltimore. But even so, here at the ballpark, some great food.
Naylor, the lead runner out at second. Schneemann over at first with 1 away. Hit weakly on the ground. Westberg. They get 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Guardians 7 and the Orioles 2.
the truest, talking to him. But upon your ego, bumping him out, music on it.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one inside, ball one. In for a strike, good slider. Foul ball. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting.
Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Ball one on a pitch inside. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Ball three. Three balls.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Good job to fight that one off. And ball four, two aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. Two runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Westberg takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third. Swinging a foul straight back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one not close. Now 2-2. No outs. Runners at first and second. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser, struck out swinging his first time.
See, there's this dame that I met on the train, and I never complain, but she'll dig my game. We never kick it, it's this and whenever.
And that one fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Runners at first and second with one gone. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So first and second with 2 outs. Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles. First offering, and it just misses. High fly ball, right field. Arias on the move. And that is that. So they strand a pair. On to inning number 4. It's the Guardians 7 and the Orioles 2. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play. And I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Quan up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. On the corner at the knees for a strike. One out, bases empty. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Now batting, right fielder, Will Brennan.
And here is Will Brennan. And that is out of play.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Quan over at first with one away. This to center field. Mullins racing over to make the catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So a man aboard. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Ramirez, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Base knock right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. That one missed. And a foul ball. Two aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That missed by a lot. The count now 2-2.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Count's full.
In the dirt. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. And they're all loaded up.
Take a base.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
Now
everyone gets a walk, Boog.
David Fry.
So bases all loaded up. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Ball one there. 2 outs. Bases are full. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and it's 9-2. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
So 2 on with 2 away. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
No ball. 1 strike.
First and second, 2 down. Check swing, and he went 0-2.
No ball. 2 strike.
Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They put 2 on the board, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. And midway in the 4th, it's the Guardians 9 and the Orioles 2. Back here in Baltimore, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Adley Rutschman. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Jorge Mateo now walked his first time.
No, that's a ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Rutschman leads off second with nobody out. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Throw quickly into third. They're at the corners now to start the inning. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Right through there for a strike. And that one hammered. That's going back. Back some more. Caught just shy of the wall. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and it's 9-3.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Mateo runs. Pitch in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Singy, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him, Boog. I mean, you see that sprint speed on StatCast right there. It's elite, and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those guys.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline.
Oh, he's safe.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Shane Bieber, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. New pitcher on now, Trevor Stephan.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And first offering is fouled off. And that one upstairs. Double play ball to second. There's one.
Got him.
On to first, double play. And that's the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Guardians 9 and the O's 4. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Albert Suarez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Schneemann, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
That one fouled off. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. And that's downstairs and outside. That one ripped. Mullins makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Gabriel Arias.
And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Mateo makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Base hit center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. So the lineup flips over. Now, Stephen Kwan, 1 for 3. Line drive, base hit right center field. Freeman around second, headed for third. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
2 outs.
That's a ball.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 10-4.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. On the inside corner for a strike. Swung on, popped up left side. Henderson under it. And that'll do it. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. Guardians 10 and the O's 4. Bottom of the inning. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill.
Just missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And brings it in at the wall.
Now batting, third baseman, Jordan.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
And first offering is fouled off. And that's too high.
1-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Schneemann sizes this one up. 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Colton.
So digging in, Colton Cowser. 0 for 2 in this one. Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-2.
Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And that is not what they needed. Down 10-4. Back now at Oriole Park. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
Suarez back to work. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. 1 away.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, David
Now it's
Fry.
the DH, David Fry. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Gregory Soto is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Baker also getting ready. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike.
1 strike.
The next offering misses. Ball 2. That one is upstairs. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there.
Now
Pretty much
batting,
gifted him first
catcher,
base with a
Bo
quick
Miller.
free pass.
Man at first, Bo Naylor now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Fry leads off first with 1 away. Right through there for a strike. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The Guardians up big in this one, and we're the top half of the sixth. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Out number 2.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. A little bit low.
That's low.
Two outs. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year, and they add a couple more. It's 12-4.
He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Albert Suarez is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, Gregory Soto.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Next to hit, Gabriel Arias. Foul ball there. 2 out, space is empty. Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Tyler Freeman getting ready to hit. The shortstop takes the ball. In the dirt, but kept close. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Freeman hits it in the air. He's got it, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. To the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruin some.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Here's Adley Rutschman. There's a swing and a miss. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards. And I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo. The walk, and he's also singled. Not close with that one. Ball one. Rutschman, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And that's a little high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Brennan coming on. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Cedric.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Now at the plate, Cedric Mullins. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that is the third out of the inning. One left for the Orioles. They're in trouble here. It's 12-4. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So man aboard. So in now for Cleveland, Will Brennan. And there's a foul ball. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Mullins in pursuit. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. But now he won't try for third. Stays put with one away.
Now batting.
So up
third
next,
baseman,
Jose Ramirez. A switch hitter batting right. And first offering is fouled off.
1-1.
Squirts away a little bit. Tag, save.
No, he's in there.
He's into third of the wild pitch.
Nice job right there, recognizing the wild pitch and being able to move up to third because of it. Now they've got more options in terms of finding a way to bring him home.
Outside low, and a count 2-1. One away with a runner at third. That one away inside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Ground ball left side, and he can't come up with it. Still fires to first.
No, he's
the
in
throw
there.
is late, and they come away without an out.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. First
Ball one.
pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
One ball,
Swing and a
one
miss,
strike.
and he was fooled. Next offering is fouled back. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
David Fry digs in for the Guardians. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Kwan, the runner at third. Ramirez on at first with 2 down. That one ran inside, almost got him.
That's a ball.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Pitch
Three
misses
balls,
outside.
2 strikes.
3 and 2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Now that's smacked to right center. And no one can get there. 1 run across. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 14-4.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Naylor in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And Naylor swings through that one.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. The Guardians lead it 14-4. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
First baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
2 strikes.
High fly ball out to center field. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Inside. No. And that is ball 1. And another ball. That's down and in. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exact.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Trevor Steffen out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. The new pitcher in the game, Sam Hentges.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
O'Neill, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Gonna count 1 and 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Two outs. Outside. Out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out. First and second, 2 down. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Henderson at second. Westberg at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and now it's 14-5.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Out towards left center. Quan settles underneath it. Brings it in, and that's the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 8th inning coming up. The Guardians lead this one 14-5.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian
Number
Baker.
43.
He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So digging in, Daniel Schneemann. He's already homered in this game. Top of the zone for a called strike. The 0-1. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Almost got him.
2 strikes.
Set down on strikes. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Arias
No,
at the
that's a
plate
ball.
now. That's ball 1.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Ball. 2 balls. No
The
strikes.
Guardians up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Up.
That one catches the zone, and now 2-2. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. 2 down, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Tyler Freeman. Line drive. That's a hit, and that extends the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Yeah, the batter now, Stephen Kwan. Fastball for a strike. Ripped to short. Oh, the throw is over his head. Freeman around second, headed for third. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a 2-base error.
Well, every double play turn starts with getting one, and even though these players work on these plays during batting practice over and over again, sometimes at game speed you can still mess it up. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get nothing.
Will Brennan digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Nabs it, and that's the third out. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And that drops in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Jorge Mateo, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one is inside.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Ball. 3-0.
Rutschman aboard here at first with nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
And now here is Cedric Mullins. And first offering is fouled off. First and second, no outs. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's downstairs. And the count is 1-1. Fastball almost got him there.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 14-6.
Comes through with the RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And here is Ryan O'Hearn. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Runners on the corners. No outs. Swings through that one for strike 2. And that's way high. And it's 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make
in the air right side. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 14-7. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Breaking ball inside, and it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Nope. Ball 2. 2-1.
Hammered, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it.
Freeman on to second. They get 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9th inning coming up. Cleveland's out front, 14-7.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be working that stage to the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up. Time to lace my boots and show
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cionel Perez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Ramirez in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And a count 2-1. Next offering is outside. Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. And first offering is fouled off. That one missed.
1 strike.
Movement in the bullpen. Keegan Aiken is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Ramirez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Way inside. Inside, almost got him.
3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
David Fry digs in for the Guardians. And that one fouled off. First and second here, no outs. That misses, and now it's even 1-1. And there's a ball. Swung on, belted. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Now batting, catcher, Bo Miller.
And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
First pitch just misses.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Mullins makes the grab for the second out. And now the center fielder, Daniel Schneemann. He's already homered here in this one. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. The sliding play it short, and that's a great play for the out. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Tim Herron.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
Westberg stands in now and watches strike one. Now 1-1.
That's inside.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Brennan squeezes it, and there's one away. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1.
Next offering misses down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. And a slider misses down and away.
2-1.
On the ground right side. Throw on to Santana. Now only 1 out remaining.
The designated hitter, Kobe Mayo.
Kobe Mayo, the next to hit. On the ground to the left. And that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Mayo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a foul out of play. Battling here as he fouls it away. This could end it. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Guardians even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, as much action as there was in this one, really impressive performance from the bats on the winning side. They gave up quite a few runs, but they still blew them out of the water. They have to be feeling pretty good about themselves offensively right now.
14-7 at the end of this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.
Feel that song.